And a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Roberto Hernandez Stadium after a long vacation as the Pacers were on the road for 4 games. They are back to take on the Columbus State Cougars, a Peach Belt Conference rival, in Game 1 of a 3-game set. Pacers coming into this series with a 17-9 overall record, 14-7 on their at home, 3-1 on the road, and 8-4 in the conference. Columbus State, on the other hand, has been dominating this season. 22-2 overall record, 10-1 at home, 12-1 on the road, and they are 8-0 in the conference. Good for the top spot in the conference and a number 9 ranking in the nation. I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. We're about ready to get things going here. Zach Rafuse is on the mound today, getting the start for the Pacers, the staff ace, no doubt, for USC Aiken. Go ahead and give you a stat line on Rafuse. A 2.21 ERA, 3-2 record in his 7 starts. 40 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits, 10 runs, all 10 earned, 10 walks, 43 strikeouts, and opponents are only batting .212 on the year. His opponent, however, is Colton Ingram, who is not only the Peach Belt Pitcher of the Week, he's also the Southeast Region Pitcher of the Week, and he has been doing absolutely fantastic out there this year. 1.29 ERA, 6-0 record in his 7 starts, 49 innings pitched, 28 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, 17 walks, 59 strikeouts, and opponents only batting .170 on him. So with both staff aces out there today, we will see if it's going to be a quick-paced game or if it's going to be a long, drawn-out affair. Justin Evans leads things off for the Cougars. Evans batting .293 on the year, 3 home runs, and 20 RBIs. And as he digs in to take his at-bat to start off the game, give you the Pacer defense real quick. Behind the plate is Brian Pereira. Over at first base, Connor Durden. Joey Smithers over at second. Dalton Weeks is your third baseman today. And over at shortstop, finishing off the infield, we have Chandler Rogers. And Rafuse is set to deal. First pitch on its way, inside, ball 1. We are underway. And finishing off the Pacer defense out in the outfield, LaVale Hodges getting the start in left field. Center fielder, Jose Bonilla. And Niall Goings out in right field. Sent on out to Hodges in left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Looks like Hodges just didn't have a good read on it. Took a step back, should have taken a step forward.
The center fielder, number 7,
and leadoff man is aboard for Garrett Kirkwood. Kirkwood, the center fielder for Columbus State. Batting .284, 3 homers, 18 RBIs. Runner on first and nobody out. Check throw over to first from Rafuse, not in time. Justin Evans, the shortstop for Columbus State, now on first base. Brushes the outside corner for a call strike, 0-1. There's a ground ball to second. Throw to short for 1. The throw to first is in time for the double play. A 4-6-3 double play in your scorebooks, and there are 2 men out here in the top of the first for Mason McClellan.
The third baseman, Mason McClellan.
McClellan, the third baseman for Columbus State, batting .270, 4 homers, 29 RBIs on the year. And those 29 RBIs are good for the top spot, tied along with Robert Brooks. Sent on out into center field on a line, but Bonilla is there to make the catch, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Rayfuse and the Pacers. Bottom of the first coming up. Pacers coming to bat with no score. And welcome to the bottom of the first inning. No score yet between the Cougars and the Pacers. Jose Bonilla leading things off for USC Aiken, as he usually does. Bonilla batting .301 on the year, has 4 home runs and 13 RBIs to his name. And the first pitch is in there for a strike from Ingram. The 0-1. Low and away for a ball. 1-1. One falls into the zone. 1-2. And Bonilla swings and misses at that one. Ball in the dirt. Throw down to first is in time. And Bonilla down for the first out.
Third baseman number 44, Dalton Weeks.
So Dalton Weeks coming up to bat. Weeks batting .276. However, he holds the top spot in home runs for the Pacers with 8 and also has 28 RBIs. Also good for the number 1 spot. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Weeks down on strikes on 3 pitches for the second out.
First baseman number 30, Connor Durden.
Brings up Connor Durden, who's playing first base today. Usually either a DH or a catcher. He's been filling in the catcher position a bit more often as of late. Durden batting .311 on the year, 7 homers and 23 RBIs. First pitch missed for ball 1. And therefore a strike, 1-1. Just brushes the outside corner. Good fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another swing and a miss. And Ingram strikes out the side. Pacers down in order, 1, 2, 3. And we are going into the top of the second inning. Still no score. And Frank Wager leads things off for Columbus State, the first baseman for the Cougars, batting a .290 spot on the year. 8 homers, 24 RBIs. I had to take a moment to look at the stats. No score yet between these two teams, and the first pitch fouled off for strike 1. The 0-1. Too low. 1-1. A one hopper to second. Smithers playing deep, gets it, throws it to first, and gets it in there in time for the first out.
The catcher, number 19, Robert
It was
Brooks.
a well-hit ball. Luckily, Smithers was playing in the right spot, had the scouting report read properly. And now Robert Brooks, the catcher, comes to bat. Top of the team with a .416 average, 6 home runs, and 29 RBIs. Undoubtedly a dangerous hitter. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. And Pacers playing their first home game back after a 4-game road stand. Pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. That one popped up and out of play. Count now 1-2. Now Pacers went 2-2 on the road stand. One of those games was in a neutral site. The 1-2. Foul tipped. Just enough to stay alive. Count staying right where it is. one sent out into right field. That's going to get past Goings and go to the wall. Extra base is coming up for Brooks, and he will make it in there with a one-out stand-up double. So Grant Berry, the Cougars' second baseman, coming up to bat.
Number 10, Grant Berry.
Berry batting .250 on the year. 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. Runner on second with one out here in the top of the second inning. No score yet between either team. However, a chance here for Columbus State to change that. And that could do it. A base hit into right field. Going scoops it up. They're waving the run around third. The throw comes in. And it's going to be off the mark. And a run will score on the RBI single from Grant Berry. So it is a 1-0 Columbus State lead on the Pacers.
Austin Farr.
Now Austin Farr coming up to bat. Out and getting the start in left field today. Batting .357, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs. Runner on first, still one out here in the second. Pitch is in there for a strike. A foul tip, strike 2. Just misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check to swing. Did he go? They'll appeal. And they'll say he did go. No need for the appeal, actually. 2 down now on the strikeout to Farr.
24, Turner Vincent.
And the DH Turner Vincent coming to bat with 1 on and 2 out. Vincent batting .317, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Runner goes, pitches out, throw down to second is not in time. That will be a stolen base for Grant Berry. Now there's another runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Vincent. A chopper to first, backhanded by Durden. He flips it to Rafuse, who steps on the bag for the third and final out. But a run scores as Columbus State has a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning about to get underway of USC Aiken baseball as they take on the number 9 ranked Columbus State Cougars. Niall Goings leads off this inning. Pacer right fielder. Pitch low and inside for ball 1. Goings batting .284. He's really shot his average up there from the start of the season. 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. Inside corner for a call strike, 1-1. Goings grounds it, fair down the third base side. That's a base hit, could be extra base as it rolls towards the corner. Goings chugging in, and he will make it into second with a leadoff stand-up double.
The catcher, number 32, Brian Pereira.
And that will bring up Brian Pereira. Usually the Pacer first baseman, but today he's catching. Batting .287 on the year. 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. Runner on second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. This is trying to tie this game up quickly. Of course, Brian Pereira does have a bat that could give the Pacers the lead if he so chooses. Pitch is in there for a call strike, 0-1. Check swing. They're going to say he went around on that, not too sure. The count is 0-2 nonetheless. Low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low and inside, 2-2. Low and away, full count to Brian Pereira. Working his way back from being down 0-2. Good patience at the plate. We'll see if he can make something of it. Three-two on its way. And Pereira fouls it off towards the parking lot. Well, doesn't look like anybody's going to have to make a call to Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance, as I didn't hear the sound of crashing glass or crunching metal. And again, the 3-2. Check swing, sends it slowly up the middle. Throw to first is going to be in time. Kind of caught Ingram off guard there, but in a way, it kind of gets the job done. It advances Goings to third. Basically a swinging bunt.
Second baseman number 9, Joey Smithers.
So now 1 man out for Joey Smithers, the second baseman. Smithers, .318 average on the year, 3 homers, 21 RBIs. Sacrifice fly would get the job done and bring Niall Goings home to tie this game up, but you can be sure he's looking for a base hit, if not more. Any run's a good run, though, especially when you're playing the top team in your conference. First pitch missing low for ball one. Swing and a miss. Got him going after a slider there, 1-1. The 1-1 falls into the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Smithers down on strikes for the second out.
The designated hitter number 1, Phil Watcher.
Brings up Philip Watcher, the DH. Watcher, a .305 average, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Runner still on third base. That runner Niall Goings, who had a leadoff double this inning. 2 men are out, however. First pitch is low for ball one. Fouled off the other way, and that'll end up out of play for a strike, 1-1. High fastball. Watcher able to lay off of it. 2-1. That one falls right down the middle, however, 2-2. High and inside, a full count to Watcher. Swing and a miss. Chased one outside. Watcher down on strikes for the third and final out. We are going into the top of the third inning. Pacers still trailing 1-0. And we are back. Top of the third inning, about to get underway of USC Aiken baseball, sponsored by Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. For all your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. Drew Webb, the number 9 hitter, will lead things off for Columbus State. in the top half of this inning, and he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Webb batting .306 on the year, has 1 home run and 7 RBIs. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. Fly ball into center field. Bonilla is there. And the Cougar right fielder pops out for the first out of the third.
The shortstop, number 25, Justin Evans.
Brings us to the top of the order, and Justin Evans, who singled to start off the game in the first inning. First pitch to Evans. High and inside for a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Good fastball there, got him to swing and miss again, 1-2. Slow ground ball to second. Smithers has it, throws it to first, and that'll be good for the second out.
The center fielder, number 7, Garrett Kirkwood.
Now Garrett Kirkwood coming to bat, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his first time up, grounded into a double play, for that matter. First pitch to Kirkwood misses for ball 1. Misses high, 2-0. In there for a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one sent through the right side. That'll be a 2-out single for Kirkwood. And that will bring up Mason McClellan.
The third baseman, number 8, Mason McClellan.
A runner on first with 2 outs. McClellan, who is 0 for 1 today, lined out to center his first time. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike 1. Check throw over to first, not in time. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Now the 0-2 on its way. In there for a call, strike 3. And that ends the top of the third inning. One man is left stranded as we go into the bottom of the third. Pacers still down 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the third inning about to get underway. Marcus Johnson here, thanking you for joining us once again on this Friday evening. LaVale Hodges leading things off in the bottom of the third for the Pacers. Hodges goes after the first pitch, and it's going to be a base hit into center field. I was about to say, Hodges is batting 1 for 8 on the year. Now he's 2 for 9 on the year.
Number 2, Chandler Rogers.
He leads off the third with a single and brings up Chandler Rogers, the Pacers shortstop. Rogers, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, batting .267 with 11 RBIs on the year. Runner on first and nobody out. And that makes contact with Rogers, and he'll head on down to first base on the hit by pitch. Let's see if the Pacers can get something going here. Top of the order coming up with Jose Bonilla, struck out his first time up. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. Bonilla shows bunt. Ball bounces good 5 feet in front of the plate for ball 1. Brushes the outside corner, 1-1. Mia bunts it down the first base side. Throw down to the bag is in time, but it gets the job done. Runners advance to second and third with only one out.
The third baseman, number 44, Dalton Weeks.
So 1 man out and 2 men on. Those runners on second and third base. Dalton Weeks coming to the plate, also a victim of the strikeout, his first time up. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Falls into the zone, 1-1. Down the middle, 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Weeks tied up on a pitch that came inside. He goes down for the second out.
First baseman, number 30, Connor Durden.
So now Connor Durden to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Runners still on second and third for the Pacers. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And Durden goes after the first pitch, strike 1. Low and away, 1-1. Also low and away, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss from Durden evens the count up again at 2-2. The chopper to third. Throw to first is in time, and that will do it. Pacers unable to get the first 2 men who got aboard in. And we are going into the top of the 4th inning. Pacers still down 1-0. Now Frank Wager coming up to bat. 0 for 1 today, as the Cougars lead the Pacers 1-0 starting off the top of the 4th inning. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Low and inside, 2-0. Two-0 just misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. High and inside, ball 4. Rayfuse walks Wager on 4 straight.
The catcher, number 19, Robert Brooks.
And that will bring up Robert Brooks. Brooks doubled and scored his last time up. Runner on first and nobody out. High and outside for ball 1. That's actually going to draw a visit to the mound. And while we have the opportunity, I'd like to thank a couple more sponsors, including Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue, proud sponsor of USC Aiken Athletics. Every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality, so stop on in and tell them Pacer Sports sent you. And the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. Want to know the count to Brooks? Popped up. Foul territory, out of play for strike 1. Another foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is low and away. Aims the count up at 2-2. Again, popped up in foul territory, and it's going to also end up out of play to keep the count frozen. Fouled straight back again. Good at bat here from Brooks. Once again, the 2-2 is fouled off once again. High and inside, and it's a full count to Robert Brooks. Outside corner call strike 3, and Rayfuse wins the battle for the first out.
The second baseman, number 10, Grant Berry.
Now Grant Berry to the plate. RBI single and a stolen base his last time up. 1 on and 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. And therefore strike, 1-1. Fastball misses high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Would check throw to first. Again, not in time. Fouled off into the screen, evens the count up at 2-2. Two on its way. Foul tip into the glove of Pereira. Buried down is the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Austin Farr.
Now Austin Farr coming to the plate. Farr struck out his first time up. Runner still on first base now with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. High chopper to second. Smithers has to throw it quickly, and he gets it there just in the nick of time to get the 3rd and final out. Leadoff man is stranded, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 1-0 Columbus State. Pacers coming to bat. welcome you to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Roberto Hernandez Stadium. Niall Goings leading things off. Doubled his first time up, 1 for 1 today. Pitch is low for ball 1 to Goings. Low and away, 2-0. Pitch falls into the zone, 2 balls, 1 strike. Check swing. They're going to say he went. Count evens up at 2-2. Another check swing. They're going to appeal down to first, and he did not go. So it's a full count to Niall Goings. Low and inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Goings.
The catcher, number 32, Brian Pereira.
Now Brian Pereira coming to the plate. 0 for 1 today. First pitch to Pereira. Low and away. Ball gets away. Goings takes off for second. The throw is not in time. Goings taking advantage of it. I had to think that if that throw was on the mark, Goings might be out at second, but a lucky break for Goings and the Pacers. Runner now on second with nobody out. And a 1-0 count to Pereira. And he fouls it off 1-1. In the air, foul territory, and that one is going to end up out of play for strike 2. Call of time just before the 1-2. Pitch outside, but Pereira couldn't hold back his swing. He goes down on strikes for the first out.
The second baseman, number 9, Joey Smithers.
And now Joey Smithers coming to bat. Smithers 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Runner still on second with 1 out. First pitch low and away for ball 1. Low and inside, 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. A high hopper in front of the plate. Throw down to first is in time. Goings advances to third on the play, however. Runner now on third base with 2 outs for the Pacers.
Number 1, Phil Watcher.
And that brings up Phil Watcher. Watcher struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Ball in the dirt, gets away, but Goings stays right where he is at third. Not going to risk it. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another swing and a miss from Watcher. He goes down on strikes for the third and final out. Pacers leave a man stranded yet again as we go into the 5th inning. Still 1-0, Cougar lead. Turner Vincent, the DH, will lead things off for Columbus State here in the top of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 game between the Columbus State Cougars and the USC Aiken Pacers. Rayfuse still on the mound. Vincent 0 for 1 today. First pitch low and inside for ball one. Grounder to second. Throw to first in time for the first out. And now Drew Webb will come up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today as well. Flew out his first time up. Nobody on him, 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Ball in the dirt. Check swing. The appeal to first confirms he did not go around. 1-1. Well hit ball through. And that's going to end up getting to Hodges out there in left field, but it's a double nonetheless for Drew Webb. Hard shot ball, and Chandler Rogers just couldn't react in time for it.
The shortstop, number 25, Justin Evans.
The 1 out double for Webb brings us to the top of the order with Justin Evans. Evans 1 for 2 today with a single. Grounder to short. They're going to throw it to third, and the throw is on the mark, and Weeks applies the tag to get the lead runner for the second out. Good 6'5" fielder's choice.
Center fielder, number 7, Garrett Kirkwood.
A runner now on first base for Garrett Kirkwood, who is 1 for 2 as well with a single. 2 men down here in the top of the 5th inning. Runner takes off and stumbles. Throw down to second is not in time. Throw was a little too far off the bag. Rogers had to go out and get it and then try to come back and apply the tag. So it will be a stolen base for Evans. Thought they might have had him after he stumbled, trying to take off. Count is 0-1 to Kirkwood, however. Curveball missing way outside, 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss there, evens the count at 2-2. Rayfuse just steps off the mound for a second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Here in the top of the 5th inning of a 1-0 ball game. Rayfuse really taking his time before he delivers this pitch. That one sent out into shallow center field. Bonilla having to chase in after it. He can't make the catch. Runner coming home, and he will score. It's an RBI single for Garrett Kirkwood. And now Columbus State leads it 2-0.
Third baseman number 8, Mason McClellan.
Mason McClellan will come up to bat now. McClellan 0 for 2 today. Runner takes off again. Fly ball into left field. That's going to be a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Waving the runner around third. Kirkwood coming home. He has plenty of time. He will score. It is an RBI double for McClellan, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. Cougars leading the Pacers.
The first baseman number 18, Frank Wager.
Brings up Frank Wager. Runner now on second base for Columbus State with 2 outs. 3-0 is your score. Wager 0 for 1 with a walk his last time up. And Rayfuse steps off the mound again to send McClellan back to the bag at second. High and outside. Ball 1, 1-0. Ripped down the first base side, but foul. Lucky break for the Pacers. That missed being fair by a few inches, though. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike after the foul. Fly ball out there into left field. Hodges going back for it and makes the catch for the 3rd out. But 2 more runs score here in the top of the 5th inning. It's 3-0 Columbus State over the Pacers as we go to the bottom half of the 5th. And the bottom of the 5th inning about to get underway. LaVale Hodges will lead it off for the Pacers. He's 1 for 1 today, singled his first time up. Pacers trailing the Columbus State Cougars 3-0. First pitch misses for ball 1. Down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hodges down on strikes for the first out. Brings up Chandler Rogers. Rogers was hit by a pitch his first time up. Rogers shows bunt, pulls it back, but it was down the middle anyway for a strike. Misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Low and away for a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another swing and a miss from Rogers. He goes down on strikes for the second out.
The center fielder, number 4, Jose Bonilla.
Brings Jose Bonilla to the plate, top of the order for the Pacers. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt his last time up. And a strikeout his first. Fastball inside half of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Grounded through the left side for a base hit. So Bonilla gets aboard with 2 outs to bring up Dalton Weeks.
The third baseman, number 44, Colton Weeks.
Weeks 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. Runner on first base and 2 outs for Weeks here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Check throw over to first, not in time as Bonilla just steps on first base. Fouled off by Weeks for strike 1. Another check throw to first base. Bonilla shuffles back in time. The 0-1 misses high and outside, 1-1. Again, high and outside, 2-1. A one hopper to short, flip to second for the force out, and that will do it. Pacers still unable to score any runs as we go into the top of the sixth. 3-0, Columbus State leading. And welcome to the top of the sixth inning of USC Aiken baseball, presented by Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, proud sponsors of USC Aiken athletics. Pacers trailing 3-0 as the top of the sixth is about to get underway. Robert Brooks leads it off for Columbus State. Goes after the first pitch, flies out into center field. Bonilla comes over and makes the catch for the first out. One pitch, one out. That's
Second baseman number 10.
Pretty sure Rayfuse is happy with that. And that brings up Grant Berry. Berry 1 for 2 today with an RBI single, a stolen base, and a strikeout his last time up. And that one is sent out into center field. Bonilla making a dive, and he makes the catch! What a catch by Bonilla. Able to get over there and grab that one for the out. And now it's 2 outs here in the sixth inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Austin Farr.
Austin Farr coming up now with 2 outs, nobody on. Farr shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike, 0-1. Farr 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a groundout. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. Misses high, 1-2. 1-2 on its way. Down the middle for a call, strike 3, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the sixth about to get underway. Pacers trailing 3-0. After a 1-2-3 top of the 6th, we move on to the bottom of the 6th inning with Connor Durden leading things off for the Pacers. And trailing Columbus State 3-0. They're an 0 for 2 today. First pitch missing for ball 1. Durden grounds it through the right side for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for the Pacers. Niall Goings coming to the plate.
Number 34, Niall Goings.
Goings is 1 for 1 today. A double his first time up and a walk his last time up. Runner on first and nobody out. First pitch, low and inside to Goings, ball 1. In the dirt, 2-0. Inside half, 2-1. Rounded through the right side for a base hit. Goings heading for second. He's going to make it in there with a sliding double. Runners on second and third, and still nobody out for the Pacers here in the 6th.
The catcher, number 32, Brian Pereira.
So now Brian Pereira coming to the plate. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. Pacers trying to get on the board, and this is as good an opportunity as any. Pereira 0 for 2 today, struck out his last time up. And Pereira gets a base hit into center field. Connor Durden comes home. He will score. Goings stops at third. And Pereira now moving into second as the throw overshoots the cutoff man. It's an RBI single for Pereira, and the Pacers still have runners on second and third with nobody out. So Joey Smithers comes to the plate now. Smithers 0 for 2, but he's got 2 on and nobody out. Pacers trying for a big half inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Score now 3-1. Still no activity in the Cougar bullpen. Pitch is low. Slider missed for ball 1. Smithers showed bunt. The 1-0. Again showing bunt. This time it's down the middle for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Bunted down the first base side. Nobody's there to cover the bag. Niall going scores. Lucky hop for Joey Smithers, and that's an RBI single. Pacers now within 1.
The designated hitter, Phil Watcher.
Philip Watcher coming to the plate now, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Runners on the corners and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one fouled off. First pitch, strike 1. The 0-1, show a bunt, throw down to third, and luckily for Pereira, the ball was bobbled. Otherwise, he would have been out by a mile. The count is 0-2 on Watcher as they say he went around, or he committed on the bunt. Pitch misses high for a ball, 1-2. Runner takes off from first, bunted down the first base line, and it's going to stay fair. 1 run scores. Pacers have tied it up thanks to a pair of bunts that took some lucky hops, and it is tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
The left fielder, number 12, Lavelle Hodges.
So now Lavelle Hodges comes up to bat. Runners on first and second, still nobody out in a tied ball game, 3-3, bottom of the 6th. Hodges showing bunt. It's been working so far. Why not? Bunts it down the third base line. This time it does go foul for strike 1. I can't recall a time when I've seen three people reach safely in a row with bunts. Again, Hodges showing bunt. Infield coming in, pulls it back, misses high for a ball, 1-1. Runners take off, swing and a miss from Hodges. Throw down to third is not in time. A double steal as Joey Smithers was able to get under the tag. Good base running there by the Pacers. Runners on second and third once again on the double steal. Still nobody out. A 1-2 count, however, to Hodges as he swung and missed on that pitch. That's going to draw a visit from the Columbus State dugout to the umpires. And we're going to take this opportunity to thank our final sponsors of the evening, including Aiken Flooring Proud sponsor of USC Aiken Athletics. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. And Mike Steak at the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique. If you're in the need for a home in the Aiken area, contact Mike Steak at the Concierge Team. Once again, the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on LaVale Hodges. Runners now on second and third thanks to a double steal. We are all tied up at 3 runs apiece here in the bottom of the 6th inning, thanks to some lucky bouncing bunts. And Hodges calls time just before the pitch can come in. Playing mind games out there. Now the 1-2 on its way, and Hodges reaches out and misses for the strikeout and the first out.
The shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So now Chandler Rogers comes to the plate, 0 for 1, struck out his last time up, and was hit by a pitch. I'm going to have a meeting on the mound here with the infield. Still nobody out there in the Columbus State bullpen. They're going to let Colton Ingram try to get out of this one on his own. He's got 1 out and he's got 2 on. So again, Rogers coming up to bat, 0 for 1 today. Opportunity here for the Pacers to take the lead for the first time in this game. And Rogers swings and misses at the first pitch, a little over eager, strike 1. Another show of bunt. Rogers went through it and couldn't make contact, 0-2. And a swing and a miss from Rogers. He goes down on strikes for the second out.
Center fielder, number 4, Jose Bonilla.
Top of the order coming up now, Jose Bonilla. Bonilla 1 for 2 today with a strikeout, a sacrifice bunt, and a single. Pitch high and outside to Bonilla for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt, 1-1. High and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Low and away, 3-1. Swing and a miss there from Bonilla, full count. Full count to Bonilla. Pitch on the way, and he swings and misses for the strikeout in the third and final out. But the Pacers get 3 to tie the game up as we go into the top of the 7th inning. 3-3 is your score. Top of the 7th inning about to get underway. Turner Vincent, the DH, will lead it off for Columbus State. Zach Rayfuse still on the mound. First pitch misses for ball 1. We're tied up 3-3. Thanks to a 3-run bottom of the 6th that the Pacers had. Could have had more, but they'll settle for the 3. Vincent 0 for 2 today, and he has a 2-0 count as that one misses. High and outside, 3-0. It's like Austin Gray possibly out there pitching. And Daniel Wiggins, I just saw just pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Inside corner, full count. Columbus State also has action going on in the bullpen. Fouled off. Everything right where it is at 3-2. This is high, ball 4. A leadoff walk to Turner Vincent here in the 7th.
The right fielder, number 11, Drew Webb.
Drew Webb coming up to bat. Webb is 1 for 2 today with a double his last time up. Oh, low and away. Ball gets away. And Vincent makes his way into second base on the wild pitch. Wait a little bit before the 1-0 comes into Webb. Now it's on its way. Show a bunt pitch low and inside for a ball 2-0. And now we're going to have another visit to the mound. We're going to take a short break while they have this meeting and be right back. Well, the meeting concludes. We'll get back to it. A 2-0 count to Drew Webb with a runner on second and nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. This one bunted down the third base side, but it's going to roll foul for strike 1. Rayfuse steps off the mound for a moment. Again bunted, foul down the third base side, evens the count up at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the 2-2. Webb down on strikes for the first out.
Evans.
Brings us to the top of the order with Justin Evans. Evans is 1 for 3 today. Singled his first time up, reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base, and then came around to score his last time up. Runner still on second with 1 out now here in the top of the 7th. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Hine inside for a ball. In there for a strike, 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. Two on its way. Grounded through the first base side. That's a base hit. They're waving the runner around third. Goings has the throw come in. Perez. And it is an RBI single. And that is immediately going to draw Kenny Thomas out from the dugout to contest that call. So it's an RBI single for Justin Evans. Columbus State has retaken the lead 4-3 here in the top of the 7th.
Fielder Garrett Kirkwood.
So now a runner on second base as Evans advanced on the throw to home. Garrett Kirkwood come, and we're going to have a pitching change as Kenny Thomas comes back out from the dugout. We're going to take a short break while the new pitcher warms up. Second is still his responsibility. Kirkwood is 2 for 3 today. A pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Stat line on Wiggins, 4.07 ERA, 3-1 record in 14 appearances, 2 saves on the year, 24 and a third innings pitched, 23 hits, 15 runs, 11 of them earned, 6 walks, 30 strikeouts, and an opponent batting average. Misses outside with that one, 1-1. The 1-1. A little blooper. Diving and making the catch is Rogers. Looks like he's all right. Probably just a face full of dirt, but he makes a nice diving catch for the second out.
The third baseman, Mason McLennan.
Well, Mason McLennan coming up to bat. McLennan 1-for-3 today with an RBI double his last time up. Runner still on second with 2 outs and a 4-3 lead for Columbus State here in the top of the 7th. Slider, strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And fouled off, count will stay at 0-2. Again, the 0-2 pitch missing high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 on its way. Low and inside, 2-2. In there for a call, strike 3. McClellan down looking for the third and final out, but Columbus State gets one back. They lead it 4-3 going into the 7th inning stretch. Pacers coming to bat in just a moment. And hope you all enjoyed your 7th inning stretch. Marcus Johnson here from Roberto Hernandez Stadium with the Pacers and the Columbus State Cougars trying to finish up game 1 of their 3-game set. Dalton Weeks coming up to bat as the Pacers trail 4-3. First pitch misses high for ball one. Weeks 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And therefore strike 1-1. Grounded foul, 1-2. Weeks fouls it out of play the other way. Scary moment there. It was a small child walking around, had no idea the ball was in that general area. Thankfully, it landed a good 30 feet away from him, but still makes you hold your breath. Weeks grounds it up the middle and through for a base hit. Dalton Weeks with the leadoff single.
First baseman number 30, Connor Durden.
Now Connor Durden coming to the plate. Started off the rally in the 6th with a single. Came around to score 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch low and inside for ball 1 to Durden. One out. Down the middle, 1-1. And therefore strike 1-2. Runner takes off. Pitch is high for a ball. Throw down to second is not in time. A stolen base for Dalton Weeks. Runner on second and nobody out. And a 2-2 count to Connor Durden. Two on its way. Chopper to first. And he'll take it himself at the bag. Weeks advances to third on the play. However, tying run is just a sacrifice fly away. And Niall Goings coming to the plate.
Fielder number 34, Niall.
With 2 doubles, a walk, and 1 run scored. First pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. fouled off. Just stays alive, keeps the count at 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Weeks stays put at third base. One-two on its way. Pitch is low, 2-2. Goings, base hit down the third base line. Weeks coming home. He will score easily as the ball rolls into the corner. Goings hustling into second, his third double of the night, and it ties the game up at 4. Have yourself a night, Niall Goings. We're tied up once again, bottom of the 7th inning. One out, runner on second, and Brian Pereira coming to the plate. An RBI single and a run scored his last time up. 1 for 3 on the day. Pereira grounds one through the first base side for a base hit. They're going to wave Goings around third. He's coming home. Pereira stopping at first, diving back safely. Goings scores, and the Pacers have taken the lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Pereira almost took too big of a turn at first base and almost got tagged out, but he made it back safely. Niall Goings scored, and that gives the Pacers their first lead of the night. And now Joey Smithers will come to the plate, but we're going to have a visit to the mound and a possible pitching change coming up. Haven't seen a call to the bullpen yet. We're going to take a short break anyway. Pacers up 5-4, bottom of the 7th, still going on. And we are back. Jalen Lotta comes in to relieve Colton Ingram, who went 6 1/3. 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, 11 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. Runner on first, his responsibility. And Joey Smithers coming to the plate as the Pacers lead 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Smithers a little anxious there, goes after the first pitch, strike 1. Smithers, 1 for 3 today with an RBI single and a stolen base. Again, Jalen Lotta, the new pitcher. 4.12 ERA, 2-0 record in 10 appearances. That pitch missing for a ball, 1-1. Has 1 save on the year, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 11 runs, 9 of them earned, 7 walks, 25 strikeouts, and an opponent batting average of 164. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Smithers pops that one up shallow center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Little bloop single, but it goes into the score sheet as a hit. And that's all that really matters. Runners on first and second now for the Pacers, with only 1 out, and Philip Watcher, the DH, coming to bat. Watcher 1 for 3 today as well with an RBI single and a stolen base. High and inside, ball gets away. Runners advance as it did not make contact with Watcher. And now both runners are in scoring position for the Pacers. Still only 1 out. Chance to really do some damage here. Over the plate, 1-1. Watcher fouls that one off, strike 2, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Again, low and away, full count to Watcher. And the 3-2 pitch. Lined into the gap in right center field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to wave the other runner around. He's coming home. He will score. It's a 2 RBI double for Philip Watcher. Pacers now lead it 7-4.
Left fielder number 8, Sean McQuillan.
And now Sean McQuillan coming up to bat. his first at-bat of the game. Coming in for LaVale Hodges, who went 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. First pitch misses, blown away for ball 1. McQuillan. He's only 1 for 15 on the year. Trying to find his rhythm. Hasn't played in a whole lot of games yet. Ooh, just misses there, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Gets over the edge of the plate, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Going chase one low and away. He goes down on strikes for the second out.
The shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
That brings Chandler Rogers to the plate. 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning, and then he struck out his next 2 times up. Runners still on second now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Grounder to short. Throw to first in time for the 3rd and final out, but a big bottom of the 7th for the Pacers as they score 4 runs, and we are going into the top of the 8th. Pacers leading now 7-4. Top of the 8th inning getting underway. Frank Wager leads it off for Columbus State as they now trail the Pacers 7-4. Wager 0 for 2 with a walk today. Daniel Wiggins still out there looking for another inning of relief. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Wager. Popped up, first base side, foul territory, and that one's going to end up going out of play. The 0-2. Ooh, high and inside. This is going to contest that it went off the handle of the bat. But they're going to let him take his base anyway. Wager aboard to lead things off on the hit by pitch. That brings up Robert Brooks. Brooks is 1 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. And they're just checking up on Wager, making sure he's okay over there. I can tell you from experience, a ball off the hand is not a fun feeling. A runner on first with nobody out. Robert Brooks digging in. Again, 1 for 3 today. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Outside edge of the plate, 0-2. Fly ball, right field. Goings is there and makes the catch for the first out. Oh, 1 out and 1 on for Grant Berry. Comes up to bat now. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI single and a stolen base. First pitch slider misses low for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. 1-1. Base hit down the first base side and into right field. Goings comes over to pick it up. And now runners on first and second with 1 out. And that brings up Austin Farr.
Left fielder number 22, Austin Farr.
First pitch to Farr, and therefore strike 0-1. Ooh, not sure what happened there, but foul ball ends up making contact with Pereira. Staggered him for a bit, but he's okay, 0-2. High and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low and away for another ball, 2-2. And the 2-2 on its way inside, full count. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Wiggins gets far on strikes for the second out. And that will bring up the DH, Turner Vincent. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, actually.
The pinch hitter, number 12, Will Hodges.
So Will Hodges will come in to pinch hit. Hodges batting .256 on the year with 1 home run and 6 RBIs. So 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 8th inning for Will Hodges as he digs in for his first at-bat of the game. And he grounds it over to Weeks at third, who just steps on his bag for the third and final out. Pacers get out of the mini jam, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Pacers still up 7-4. And we're back, top of the 8th inning. We'll get underway in just a moment with Jose Bonilla, the leadoff man, leading things off. Bonilla 1 for 3 today with a single. First pitch outside for ball 1 to Bonilla. Pacers leading Columbus State 7-4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. 1-0. Bonilla shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was outside for ball 2. Right down the middle for a strike, 2-1. Right down the middle again, 2-2. Reaches out, grounds it to short. Go to first is in time. Bonilla sits down as the first out.
The third baseman, number 44, Dalton Weeks.
That'll bring up Dalton Weeks. Weeks is 1 for 4 today. Singled and scored his last time up. First pitch missing for ball 1 to Weeks. Misses outside for a ball, 2-0. Low and away, 3 balls, no strikes. Popped up, foul territory, and it's just going to hit the ground for strike 1. Three-1, fouled off, full count. Swing and a miss. Tying him up on a pitch inside. Weeks down on strikes for the second out.
The first baseman, number
Now
30,
Connor Durden comes up to the
Durden.
plate. 1 for 4 today with a single and a run scored. He'll dig in now with nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch low and away for ball 1. One 0, low and inside, 2-0. Two 0. Outside edge for a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Durden just catches a piece of that one to keep the count frozen at 2-2. I'll try it again. And another foul ball from Durden spoils it. Outside edge, call strike 3. Durden down looking for the third and final out. But we are going into the top of the ninth inning. Pacers leading 7-4, and they're going to try to close this one out. Top of the ninth inning, getting underway in just a moment with Drew Webb leading off. 1 for 3 with a double today. Daniel Wiggins still out there on the mound for the Pacers, trying to close it out as they lead 7-4. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Popped up. Center field, right field, actually. And now Goings makes the catch for the first out.
The shortstop, number 25, Justin Evans.
So Justin Evans, the top of the order, coming up now. Evans is 2 for 4 today with a pair of singles, 1 RBI, 1 run scored, and a stolen base. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the ninth. First pitch missing for ball 1. This is inside, 2-0. Down the middle for a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. This is way outside, 3 balls, 1 strike now. Then high into the air, into left field, near the warning track. And that is where it will be caught by Jose Bonilla for the second out.
Center fielder, number 7, Garrett Kirkwood.
And Garrett Kirkwood coming up to bat. Kirkwood is 2 for 4 as well today with a pair of singles, 1 RBI, and 1 run scored. Low and away for a ball. 1-0. Check swing, ends up fouling it off for a strike, 1-1. just misses there, 2-1. Again, just missing high and inside, 3-1. That one finds the strike zone, full count. And the 3-2 pitch just misses outside, ball 4. And a 2-out walk to Kirkwood keeps the game going.
The third baseman, number 8, Mason McClellan.
So Mason McClellan comes up to bat. McClellan 1 for 4 with an RBI double and 2 strikeouts. Runner on first with 2 outs. Wiggins deals. This is outside for ball 1. And that's going to draw a visit to the mound. The meeting on the mound concludes just to settle Wiggins down. 1-0 count to McClellan. Again, runner on first with 2 outs, top of the 9th. And that one is sent on out into left field. And that one will be caught by McClellan for the 3rd and final out. The Pacers take game 1 of the series, snapping the 16-game winning streak of Columbus State and also ruining their perfect conference record. Final score 7-4. Pacers win game 1. Thanks in part to some great bunting back in the 6th inning and some clutch hitting by Niall Goings and Brian Pereira, who drove in the tying and go-ahead runs, respectively. But that will do it here from Roberto Hernandez Stadium. Pacers will be back in action tomorrow for Game 2 at 2 p.m., and Game 3 will be Sunday the 25th at 1 p.m. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.